Yo, what's fucking up, gamers? What's poppin'? What's up, Mango? What's up, Sergeant Doom? What's up, Pokey Hero? Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. First question mark? You're the first comment on my screen, so for what that's worth. I don't know if you're the first person watching, but first person to chat, at least on my screen, which is the one that matters. So, congratulations, you win nothing, Lamau. What's up, Sergeant Doom? Been here? Hell yeah. Bro was ready for this SCP stream. Love the first SCP stream and I'm excited for this one. Hell yeah, glad to hear it. You love to see it. You love to see... Why don't I just fucking jerk up? I don't... Was my tracking broken? Okay, let me demonstrate this. What's up, Murky Water? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I am holding a cup with a beverage in it right now, and I'm staring straight forward. I'm not moving my head. And when I put it up to my mouth, that happens. I'm not moving my head at all. Why is it doing that? Oh well, we ball. But yeah, fucking SCP. I did the last one, y'all seemed to like it, so I decided, like I said, I wanted to anyway. I'm gonna keep going through and read through the rest of them that y'all recommended here. So we have a fair few left. I'm gonna go back in order again, so let me actually get over here. Yeah, this was the one that we left off on. And then I may or may not have a third follow-up that I'm kind of excited for, because this is doing well, and a lot of you apparently really like SCP. It's kind of crazy. I don't think I'm going to become an SCP streamer, unless you mean like a streamer that is an SCP, because I definitely am one. I'm coming to you live from the motherfucking facility. Euclid ass. The E in Ezra stands for Euclid. Yeah. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I mentioned in my Discord very briefly, I have a very, very like strange mutual connection with someone in the SCP community. And I don't really want to give more details than that just because it's not a done deal yet, but I might be able to get them on for like an interview and to talk about some things, so that could be fun. It's someone who wrote a fair few entries though, like good ones, like ones people like. I don't know when that'll happen though. It definitely won't be soon, but I mean, keep an eye out for it. I'll definitely let y'all know if it happens. But that's besides the point. I just hadn't talked about that on stream yet, so I thought I'd bring it up before we get started here. But with that being said, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started here. So we're starting with motherfucking SCP-093. Did I say hi to Brandon? I don't remember. Hi, Brandon. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. If I didn't already say that. If I did, welcome twice, Lamau. My head is all over the place. It has been a week of all time. All right. SCP-093, Object Class, Euclid. Good, and you? I am chillin'. I am having a good time. Because I no longer... I get 2 full days of not having to go to human job. We ball. Special Containment Procedures. See Testing Document SCP-093-T1 for outline of testing conditions. SCP-093 must remain on a mirror at all times and under video surveillance. Admittance to the area of SCP-093's containment must be authorized only with proper video recording and subject retrieval procedures in place. Any attempt to use SCP-093 outside of an approved test will be dealt with severely, up to and including termination. Now, with the SCP Foundation being what they are, does termination mean being fired, or are we talking like the Terminator type termination. Like, do they... I feel like surely they just straight up kill you, right? I feel like that's the implication. Description. SCP-093 is a primarily red disc carved from a stone composite resembling cinnabar, with circular engravings and unknown symbols carved at 0.5 centimeters depth around the entire object. Deeper cuts are present on SCP-093 with a depth of 1 to 1.5 centimeters. Always love the topic of SCPs, and I do hope this gets deeper to the point where I never felt the deep. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get pretty deep into the numbers, so I don't know. We got a lot to get through, so hopefully there's some exciting ones. There's a bunch, like, surely we'll go over ones people haven't seen before. Termination probably means death. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that way. Like, that's definitely... like, surely, right? SCP-093 is 7.62 centimeters in diameter and fits comfortably into most palms without abrasion. SCP-093 will change hue when held by a living individual. The colors taken by SCP-093 are still being researched to establish a link. Current belief holds that the changes depend upon regrets carried by the holder. If SCP-093 is removed from a mirror and not held by a person, it will seek out the nearest mirror-like surface. SCP-093 has been observed to travel in the largest possible circle while rolling, building up phenomenal speed. Though the mechanism of this acceleration is currently unknown. If an obstacle is between SCP-093 and the nearest mirror-like surface, it will use this momentum to punch through the obstacle and continue on its course at this speed. It will only stop when a mirror-like surface is contacted. Despite tremendous impact velocities, no damage will be dealt to SCP-093 or the mirror. Interesting. Additional notes. No records exist to clarify the nature of SCP-093's discovery or presence in the Foundation. See SCP-093-OD. Since no records exist explaining SCP-093's method of containment, a test procedure was initiated to establish why mirrors must be used to contain it. The results of SCP-093-T1 led to the discovery of living beings holding SCP-093 being able to move through mirrors, and the series of tests in SCP-093-T2. Now that gets interesting, to ascertain the destination reached through this travel. Okay, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, the original documentation is just the same thing, but with less details. Okay, here's the containment test. This is what I want to know about. Testing of SCP-093 against conditions set forth for existing containment procedures to assess viability of continuing such containment, beginning with changing the type of mirror used as a position of rest. Mirrored surface, brass frame, retail grade mirror. SCP-093 rests without activity when placed on the mirror. This test alone removes the need for costly silver or wooden containment systems. Okay. Standard grade table. SCP-093 turns upright and begins to roll across the table surface in one direction, making a U-turn and rolling to the other, completing an oval shape and repeating this action until a mirror is brought into vicinity of it, at which time SCP-093 rolls towards the mirror and lays flatways against it. Sliding toward the center. It is noted that despite the grainy feel of SCP-093, it does not mark the mirror in any fashion while moving across it. Two mirrors at either end of a standard grade table. SCP-093 gravitates towards the closer mirror regardless of orientation and makes no distinction between different types of mirrors, favoring a factor of distance above all else in choosing the mirror to move to. A mirror held by a person and moved around. SCP-093 follows the mirror as it moves, gaining speed until a maximum velocity of whatever they redacted here is reached. At any velocity, the impact of SCP-093 against a mirrored surface results in no damage to either object. A person holding SCP-093 placing it on a mirror. This test was accidental, the result of one of the staff tripping another after some debate about who would be covering the lunch tab. As a result of the behavior of the researchers, it was discovered that a person holding SCP-093 and placing it against a mirror will in fact move into the mirror. Okay. Why wouldn't that be a test? Why wouldn't you want to find out what happens when a human touches it? Why wouldn't you get like a fucking disposable to come in there, right? Like the prisoners or whatever? Addendum. Containment testing discontinued after establishing that SCP-093 requires only a mirror to rest inert. Testing on human interaction with mirrors while holding SCP-093 authorized by Dr. Blank. Okay. Testing protocols. Subjects testing SCP-093 must wear a Class 3 buckle harness strapped to the chest and attached to a tension pulley system allowing for 300 meters, around 1,000 feet. Thank you for making it American for me, so I know how many cheeseburgers per second we're allowed to move in the mirror. Additional spools may be added to extend movement if necessary. The clasps connecting these spools must be high grade and capable of withstanding applied force of 0.2 tons. A field kit containing the following should be standard issue for testing of SCP-093. 1. Wrist-mounted light source with 3 hours lifespan, and additional power sources providing up to 6 additional hours. 4 half-liter water bottles with water. 4 MREs of any type plus 2 plain granola bars. Chocolate chips allowed. Yo, what's up, Refallen? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're looking at SCPs. I love these things. Yeah, we're looking at SCPs. That's a lot of food. It's like, okay, we need the light source with 3 hours lifespan and up to 6 additional hours, but we're giving them rations for like a couple of days, I guess. Oh, okay, here we go. 1 standard issue Beretta 9mm firearm with 24 rounds of ammunition loaded. This is not to be issued until subject is passed into a mirror using SCP-093 and should be given under armed supervision, ensuring that the subject passes through entirely. Okay. I guess if they're using the disposables, that would mean that they don't want them to, like, revolt. I guess that tracks. This item is to be requisitioned up first upon subject's return, and subject to be made aware of this before leaving line of sight within SCP-093's mirror. 1 standard issue field knife. The subject is not to be made aware of this item and must find it on his own within the kit. Okay. This all seems really arbitrary. The subject must also be attached to a video system with a camera mounted on the subject's head or shoulders. The video device should be cable-based and allow for the same length of travel as the return system. Wireless cameras have shown mixed results and should only be used in testing conditions where SCP-093 is a currently known color. New colors must be tested using a wired feed. Ugh. During testing, the color of SCP-093 must be recorded, as well as history of the subject in terms of their incarceration, to identify how SCP-093 determines the color to assume. Is this the Red Sea object? It might be. It's 093. It doesn't say anything about the Red Sea. What's up, El Perito? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, this is the Red Sea object. Okay. Maybe I should have read through that. But yep, this is the Red Sea object. Okay. Determines the color to assume. A link appears to be connected to guilt or a lack thereof in the subject's psyche. The attached test results should be read in order. Okay. So we'll start with the blue test. Background shows instance of murder, attempted suicide. Subject is cooperative in all steps of testing. Emitted a blue color. Okay. Mirror retained a true reflection until subject had completely passed into it, at which time the view changed to an outdoor landscape, heavily tinged in blue. I'm not going to read the whole thing here, because we have a lot to get through, but, well, not out loud, but I'm going to read through it and give like a cliff notes. Traveling for approximately 500 steps. Okay. Barren. Okay. Dead grass. Hole in the ground. So we're rappelling down the hole now. Bottom is reached. Light source provided field kit. Okay, sweeping gestures. No such tinge from his perspective. Okay, so if you're in there, you have a different view of things. A stench. Light fixtures. Okay, there's like some back rooms type shit. Third door. Okay. Walls are filthy. Material on walls isn't dirt, but he can't identify it. Okay. Okay, and we're in the first room on the left now. Yeah. They simply read serial. Flipped articles. Oh. Oh shit. There's a fucking guy. Wait, why are the research people panicking? They're not dealing with the 37 motherfuckers. This is fucking weird. Shot from the marks on the otherwise smooth feature of his face, so that's what he was shooting at. Okay, and they fucking expunged the data from the goddamn newspapers. This is going... I'm very curious where this is going. There's a lot here. I'm excited. Okay. Grand Theft Auto and second-degree murder. Camera act. Oh yeah, it turned green. Farming landscape heavily tinged in green. No landmarks from test 1 are discernible. Okay, some fucking scarecrow. I remembered something recently, speaking of crows. Y'all ever watch the catastrophe crow videos? Them shits go hard. Those are well made. Think Petscop, but Nintendo 64, like a Banjo-Kazooie type shit. Okay, so she must clearly have some kind of history with this farmhouse to prepare the gun like that. Shoes to shirt going down them, belonging to a boy. So this is probably where she grew up. Canned substances, broken light fixtures. Oh, so there's like some fucking rotten shit in the submarine. This is weirdly like... This is really well written, actually. Like, this is so interesting to read through. Don't really have one, but I will say 4,999 or 783. Probably some of my favorites. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh yeah, good to know. Why would they want her to close the hatch? Like, I'm stuck on this. Why close the hatch? Anyway, we got a bunker. We're in like the hallway with the rooms now. Yeah, this is like very back rooms with like the boxes of generic ass cereal and the approximations of shit. There's no way there's a connection, obviously. I mean, this was written way before then, but just an interesting observation from ya, burb. Okay, we got 2 skeletons, hell yeah. Spooky, scary skeletons, perhaps. Okay, we got the book. Okay, we're in the 50s, I guess. Ethernet jack? What? Also, the interesting thing about, like, half of the stuff being visible on camera and half by the person. There's gotta be a reason for that, but I'm struggling to think what it would be yet. God, I'm, like, actually enraptured by this one. I think this might be my favorite one we've looked through so far. On account of it being like a Red Sea, and obviously I'm thinking like Red Sea scrolls, I think like the big humanoid entities, I think those are like angels, but that's just a theory, a burb theory. Also very telling how sure of themselves the researchers are, even though they've never seen this area in their lives. What a bunch of jackasses. A laptop whose case resembles 1950s decor. Last moments of its operating system, faithful OS, leaving a standby mode and immediately shutting off. Okay. More confident in the angel thing now. Why wouldn't you recover the laptop, you... Oh my god. I hate these researchers. Okay, these are the kids from before. Okay, a city. Violet is blank. Alright, Violet test. Waihi Urpel Lamau. Okay, 21-year-old male. Second degree murder of a police officer during a drug bust. How is that? I guess second degree because it's not premeditated, but like that just seems wrong. If it like that feels like it's intentional to some extent. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but that just seems kind of weird. Anyway, second degree murder of a police officer very brutally, and the rock turns Urpel. Modern downtown district. It's probably that city from earlier. Rank ass stank. There's a rank ass stank coming from the cars. I love that. City landscape is far larger than the previous test destinations. True. Oh. Why would he need to remove the harness? Okay, we're back with Faithful OS. Okay, rip. No hacker man. Is that a thing? I know, what is it in Japan? Is it the 4th floor that a lot of buildings won't have? Do American buildings do that? Or like Western in general? Because I think that's like a very Western thing, the number 13. Do we like not have 13th floors in some of our taller buildings? Because I've never looked for that. But I would definitely believe that being a thing in certain places. Some buildings actually omit the 13th floor. That's wild. That's actually kind of bonkers. LCD TV? Okay. Some buildings in the city have a strange brown growth that appears to have been splashed against them. Expressway, another one of the... We'll call them angels for now. Something actually like very unsettling about it being like a big ass human torso with no legs crawling with its arms. That's like a very weird mental image to me. I'm sure there's art of it, but it's probably all fan art. I don't know, maybe we'll get jump scared with an actual picture of some of this shit. Sometimes they do that. Hmm. 74. $1953. Blessed Purificationist. Small amount of C4 is placed at the lock to the key-coded door. Jesus Christ, okay. We're just fucking breaking this shit down. You know, never mind the fact that the building's probably old and dilapidated and could very easily collapse. Let's just fucking blow that shit up and hope nothing bad happens. What the fuck is wrong with this organization, dude? Containment capsules. Hmm. Citizen Jennifer McZurka did suffer a lapse of the heart that did lead her to lay with her neighbor twice upon nights of her husband's departure from their home. The Lord's Tears. Oh shit. Okay, he no longer has the harness, so now he's seeing them. So if you cut off ties, I guess, to the other side of the mirror... then you're able to see this stuff? That doesn't seem quite right. The Lord's Tears, okay. So we're getting that binder. I'm starting to get a bigger sense of what's going on here. I'm more and more confident with each entry that I'm right about the fucking half-humans being angels. Huh. So why was this one guy not able to enter back? We're getting somewhere, though. So now we have a doctor going in. Okay, which one is this one? Yellow? Any illegal or criminal behavior nor of any psychological problems. When presented to the mirror, the view changed to that of a cubicle office environment. Oh god, the horror in office building. Oh no, I hate those. Cubicles are actually like kind of draconian, I can't lie. Like, you're trapped in a fucking box all day doing work shit. Like, that's like not, that's so uncomfortable when you really think about it. Stanley Millimets. He just picked up a donut and threw it at the wall. What? For what reason? Yeah, what's up, Death Annihilator? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. The keypad layout goes from -115 to 115 and includes all floors. Okay, so this one has all the 13s. That's interesting. Turns to snow. Do they mean static or like a snowy area? Restoring to show 14 other figures in the elevator with Dr. Blank. Okay, it probably means static. They remain for 35 seconds, then the camera flickers to snow and returns. Dr. Blank is now alone in the elevator dancing, as is assumed by the ducks and sways of the video feed. Is he just doing that out of boredom, or did he catch the fucking dancing disease? What the fuck? That's so random. This dude is so weird. Hello? Yo, what's up, Noel? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. That's kind of weird. What are they experimenting on these fucking angel creatures? This could be a really interesting setting for a horror game, though, I gotta say. kind of really like this. Okay, this time they found another one of those revolvers with ammo. That's interesting. What's up, Suh? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Okay, now we have the red test. Oh, this one's short. Wow, okay. Technician Blank was able to cause SCP-093 to take on a fierce red hue. Okay, I'm sure red will be very good. Subject. What's up, Yuno? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Stalkus? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Damn, everyone's getting here right now. Let's go. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a great day. 682, this is 093. Oh. CRT monitor is displaying single words in 8 colors at roughly 5-second intervals. Clean. Unclean. Clean, clean, lost, unclean. Okay. Okay, we have... Wait, hold on. Reports. Situation X549. Situation X550. Evacuation log. Bullshit. Agent blank report and facility fire plan. Just the fucking random bullshit situated in there. All selections of generated text were transcribed by the subject and verified by a control member. Okay. The mirror portal returned to a reflective surface prematurely and all video contact with subject was lost. Oh. During immediate debriefing, subject underwent sudden convulsions and medical staff was alerted. Oh. Alright, cool. This is the part I've been excited for, because now we get to get more of the lore of this universe. Here we go. All documents contained in this file are Class 4 clearance, requiring 2 signed approvals to access. Any employee reading past this point who does not have proper classification should consider themselves to be terminated from employment and now subject to disciplinary actions, up to and including forced administration of Class A amnestic, immediate transfer to Keter Class Security, and death. Christ. Okay, I guess we're dead. I did not check. I did not get any signed approvals. My bad. Okay. So this is the newspaper from the blue area. Unclean being cleansed. Most Holy Father of the United Lands of the Sun has declared that the Blessed Militia has driven back many of the unclean. New Rome, our capital, has been purged of the unclean, and citizens are encouraged to come back to their homes. What is this, some fucking Warhammer shit? We have more newspaper articles. The City of Silver Feathers. The City of Glorious Song now. Worst can only be assumed in our hearts go out to anywhere in the region who are unable to hear our words. I have a distinct feeling we're gonna die, so I'm gonna write all this down now for whoever comes along and finds the bones. My name is Herver Jakolsev, and I'm a farmer. I grows the rab sticks and the huskiers. We raise the inks and the ooms. It's me, my wife, O'Ferry, and our 2 little ones, Trevin and Elicitaria. Why is it written like this? It makes it so much harder to read. Oh, his clothes and gear, but no him. Rapture? Oh, no, because that's what happened to the guy, too. Okay, so the big things are the unclean or whatever they're talking about. Maybe it is the Rapture, though, because they are straight up just disappearing. Huh. He saw it, kept staring at it as it shambled by. It ignored us until he screamed when I was getting lost in the mist down the shelter. Oh. So those were the clothes from, okay. The life web plug in the wall. That was the Ethernet plug they found. All because of the most holy bringing the world together. Okay. It's on the rock he kept on his neck under his shirt. Symbol found on SCP-093's surface. Oh. Okay. Okay, here's that Jennifer McZurka they were treating. 35% tears, 30% nutrient, 10% HFT, 25% blessing. Okay. 20 cycles of age. Override accident that resulted in brain damage and misalignment of her moral processes. Okay. What the fuck? So the priest fucking slept with her, okay. Bruh. Alvarius Farafan. Okay, that is not the farmer from earlier. Hmm. What is HFT? That can't be good. The HFT seems kind of sketch. It sounds like NFT, and I don't like those. Okay, I remember the Blessed Militia, so the rest of them were like the military people. I did not trust the Overwatchers. They do similar streams to this where they read about backrooms levels. That one crossed my mind. There are some interesting ones, but I don't know like how... I don't know, how do I put it into words about the backrooms? It just seems kind of like disjointed right now. SCP is very like, I don't know, established at this point. But that's not to say I won't do it. It just wasn't high on my priority list. It's not a bad idea though. I'm gonna definitely... Boss just called, time for work, see ya. Alright, see ya gamer, good luck at work. Hard systems watcher here. My job is to monitor the sinful who bathe in lords. Have you heard about SCP 3008, the IKEA one? Yeah, it's in the list for later in the stream. I have a bunch of them pulled up. They are ignorant with the hardware, so I can hide this easily. The Overwatchers told us we should leave last to ensure the hardware contains the unclean. Here we go. The eyes have dated the sample. It is older than myself, older than my elders. It is over 200 cycles and ages. 200. Huh. But it doesn't tell us what they are. Okay, whatever. In consideration is a redesign of a round that would utilize the gunpowder mid-flight to add even higher velocity to the round. Why? What, are you gonna go in there and find more of the guns? What the fuck? If you had to live with one SCP, which one would you live with? Probably the transgender rock, which I think is the next one we're gonna get to. The final authorized test. Skilled service technician. Not have been intended for public knowledge in any world. Curious among these. Okay, I had a suspicion because of the way this was restructured. Report, which appears to have been written by a Foundation employee several decades ago. Huh. In the event of any emergency requiring the facility to be evacuated, Air Force staff. Clear 5 level high fathers have confirmed breaches in the holy chambers. The city of his word, that's probably like the nation's capital. I'm trying to figure out which city I think the portals have been going to though, or maybe it's multiple. Situation X550. Oh, here's bullshit. Wait, what? Okay. I'm excited for that one. We're not quite there yet. Okay. Great Land of Fufusha. Entire landmass. Outbreak of sin reported in Lavina. That landmass has requested assistance. Clear 10 staff have issued the order to evacuate via the gateway. All Holy Union authorized persons have proceeded to the nearest sky platform for evacuation to Star Eye Eden, so they're going to space. There's fucking people out there on stars and shit. What's up, Davis? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Resurrecting staff. May his blessings forgive our greatest sin. This is weird. This is getting weird. Okay, and then these are the people in the tubes or whatever, fucking talking through the electronics. Now that's interesting. Alright, here we go. Here's the bullshit entry. What the fuck is this place, lol? Okay, so like there are people typing stuff here, so I'm gonna type too, lol. So like I found this rock in the pond by the house and it was all kind of glowy and stuff when I picked it up, so I'm like, oh wow, pretty. And when I pick it up, the pond, you couldn't see the bottom. It was this weird room with a glowy rock thing, lol. I don't know. So I guess I fell into it, oops. And now I'm here and not there, and really I'm kind of scared, but this place is like a movie set, so it's cool, lol. There's some guy I can hear talking. He keeps asking me to come downstairs, but I don't see no door. He keeps screaming for help too, because I told him to eat me, laugh, and he won't shut up. I guess I could try going back into that room, but it's so creepy in there, I'm sort of scared to laugh. Oh, so hey, I found a door. It's like in the floor instead of on a wall. So like I'm gonna go tell that guy yelling to shut it up so I can go home, be back later. What? I love that. What the fuck? An agent of the Foundation. The year in my world is 1972. So now we're gonna find out what they are. Shoutouts to the SCP for being full of geniuses, I guess. The arrival of He, a godlike being of unknown origin. The only way to purge itself of this sin was to purge the sinners. Amazing advances in science were bestowed to all cultures for a period of 10 years to prepare them for this war, and during that time he disappeared. Okay. The instigator, the Holy Union of Land, apparently the landmass that for us would become the United States. What the fuck? So this is like the fucking... That would have been like the Puritans, right? So like... Bro fucking comes down, this godlike creature, and he's like, hey, here's technology. Go to war. And the Puritans in what would later become the States were like, yeah, fuck it, we ball. And just went to war. Okay. Weird. Purge the sin from the unclean and make them love him. Quantum restructuring. Central point was established in various regions where a person with the purest form of his tears stays, keeping the unclean in that area known as on unfertile land. Okay. Hmm. We have pretty stupid investigative procedure. Yeah, no shit, buddy. If they're up there and we're in here and we're out there and he's in here and we're in there. Y'all know what video I'm talking about? Y'all seen that shit? Have y'all seen that shit? I've seen that shit. It's a classic video. Fucking Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, Caveman in the Ice. Love that shit. It's funny. Probably sound like a crazy person. I've been reading for a long time. My brain is not working. Only seen by machines. Okay, that explains like the fucking, like the silhouettes or the figures that only the cameras could see. It came from between the folds of time and space and worlds in light and dark. Called out to them as their god. I broke it. I threw pieces of it away and threw holes so those doors are closed, just like ours is closed. And I can't go home, so what else can I do? What's up, foe? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Calls out through the rocks somehow and knows where they are, but can't touch them. But if you hide the rock, you can't call out, and he's stuck too. I got you, you son of a bitch. I got you. Bang, bang. Ha ha. I touched him with my fist and my gun, and he fell down, but he'll get back up soon. What is happening? What literature is the burb analyzing today? More SCP. This one is SCP-093, the Red Sea object. We just got to the end of it, so I guess it is analysis time. So that was probably like a lot of me being quiet and just commenting on what I was reading, so for anyone who was willing to sit through that and still fucking be here, I mean, it would have taken like twice as long if I was reading it out loud, which is what I was afraid of. My problem is, this shit was actually really interesting. This is by far my favorite SCP so far. But like, holy fuck, was there a lot to read. I hope the other ones are shorter. But this one's fucking good. What's up, dead man? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. So that's like... Okay. So TLDR, there was this universe where this fucking guy, this fucking like supernatural, all-powerful guy, and there's actually, I think, like a way later entry that probably this guy, they're implying that he's fucking... Whatever, if that, I don't remember the details, but it's one of like the fucking, there's this whole other parallel world with gods and shit. Anyway, the point is, some fucking eldritch abomination shows up in like the 1700s, and they're like, hey, I'm the Christian god Lamau. Obviously, he's not, he's a freak. Delivers a bunch of these red rocks, which is what the object is. And it fucks everything up, and now there's a bunch of fucking bullshit, and like this substance that turns people into big ass faceless half body freaks that absorb everything they touch. That was like the worst possible explanation I could have given for fucking SCP-093, but something like that. Either way, even though the SCP itself is the object, it seems like the world is kind of the actual situation that the thing's about, which I think is kind of neat. It's an interesting subversion, and it's also an interesting world, and I stand by what I said when I was about halfway through it. This would be a really fucking good setting for a horror game, like a survival horror. If anyone has like game development talent and wants to do that, I will absolutely play it. Very good, but I'm not going to dwell too much more on it because it's been an hour and a half and we've gotten through one of the fucking SCPs on my list. I am so sorry. That one was just way too interesting. I just wanted to finish it. I got like halfway through and the sunken cost fallacy hit. So we're out here. The next one is SCP-113. We'll get back to narrating now because it's like one of the main pages, so here we go. Item number SCP-113, object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-113 is to be kept in standard storage in Site-23. SCP-113 may be handled with laboratory gloves. No organism may be exposed to SCP-113 without prior approval. Personnel exposed to SCP-113 are to be kept under medical observation for 17 days. SCP-113 resembles a small polished piece of red jasper. Analysis shows that SCP-113 is not composed of jasper, but redacted composition, similar to that of other recovered objects. When SCP-113 comes in direct contact with the flesh of an organism possessing sex chromosomes, the organism's physical characteristics associated with gender and biological sex are transformed, including genetics and secondary sexual characteristics, either reversed or altered. Let's fucking go! We're at the trans rock. I love this one. The process occurs in 4 stages. Stage 1 lasts approximately 0.2 seconds. SCP-113 bonds with the cells that it touches and induces an unidentified chemical change. This process causes tissue damage similar to mild burns, and SCP-113 cannot be removed from contact with the subject until all stages are complete. Stage 2 lasts approximately 20 seconds. SCP-113 emits a low-intensity electromagnetic wave which travels through the subject's body. Subjects may experience nausea and vomiting along with a stinging sensation throughout the body. Stage 3 lasts approximately 60 seconds. Throughout the stage, get some water. What's up, Irrelevant Tacos? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Throughout the stage, the subject's cellular makeup is temporarily transformed. Altered cell composition ranges wildly from being unidentifiable as a human to a unique variation of partially differentiated stem cells. The subject will experience intense stimulation of all sensory nerves during the final 20 seconds of this stage, and describe this part of the process as extremely painful. Subjects in poor health may die of shock in this stage. At the end of this stage, the subject's biological sex is permanently altered. In standard cases, the subject's biological sex will be changed to the opposite biological sex. All primary and secondary sexual characteristics are altered accordingly. Stage 4. SCP-113 disengages from the subject and becomes inert. Subjects with sex chromosomes atypical for their species, such as intersex humans, are affected in unpredictable ways by SCP-113. In human intersex subjects, this appears to be influenced by gender identity. Ayo? Such subjects may be unaffected, or their bodies may change to match baseline male or female bodies, with sex chromosomes to match, or other results may occur. Usually, change seems to match or partially match subject's gender identity during initial use. If gender identity is non-standard, whether SCP-113 alters this effect based on the presence of a non-standard gender identity is under investigation. I mean, let me touch the rock. I will willingly be a test subject for that. What happens if a non-binary burb anime character on the internet touches the trans rock? Let's fucking find out. Gender identity of human subjects is not typically altered by SCP-113. In subjects with non-standard gender identities, typically gender identities which do not match their pre-exposure biological sex, this usually results in positive psychological effects. You're damn fucking right it would. Let me touch the trans rock, motherfucker. In subjects with standard gender identities, male, female, matching pre-exposure biological sex, psychological effects are usually negative. What's up, Ashley? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Is this the SCP alien-looking thingy? Nah, this is the trans rock that we're reading through right now. You touch it and it transes your gender. Psychological effects are usually negative. These appear to be natural psychological reactions and not an anomalous effect of SCP-113. Yeah, you fucking cisgender freaks. It turns out not being the gender that you are assigned at birth ain't very good now, is it? You get fucking changed, you're cisgender man, and you get changed to a woman. Doesn't fucking feel very good, does it? Huh? Huh? Wow, what a concept. God, I am... Anyway. SCP-113 exposure results in unusual effects in certain species. In Varanus komodoensis, the Komodo dragon, a number of ZZ individuals are transformed to possess WW chromosomes instead of ZZ or ZW. What does this mean? Which was in every instance fatal. In a nematode, no males were produced despite C. elegans having two sexes, hermaphrodite and male. Male subjects became hermaphrodites, and hermaphrodite subjects were unaffected. No, in wild populations, male C. elegans are extremely rare. Interesting. Subjects of... Hi, Ezra. Amanda is playing with Scary Cookie Game. What's up, Christopher? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I saw she was playing that today. She mentioned it last night when we were doing our just chatting stream. Sorry again, anyway. Sorry again, by the way, anyone who showed up to that stream and was hoping for Outlast. Unfortunately, the game didn't work. Anytime we tried to join each other, it was like, hey, connection to server failed, Lamau. And it was really sad. I really wanted to play that game, but it'd be like that. It was still a fun stream. But she mentioned she was playing that today, and that was the first time I'd ever heard of that game, so I'll probably go back and watch the VOD, because I'm really excited to see what it is. But yeah, welcome, welcome, gamer. Subjects of single-sex species, such as earthworms, will not be transformed by SCP-113. The object's process will stop at the second stage, and the object will become inert. Previously exposed subjects may undergo SCP-113's effects again by reinitiating contact with SCP-113 after approximately 60 seconds have passed. However, in 25% of cases, immediate second exposure to SCP-113 fails to transform the subject correctly. Transformation failure varies in nature, but usually includes massive bone, organ, and tissue damage to the subject, as well as partial or incomplete obliteration of genitalia. That's what I did to your mom last night, Lamau. This commonly results in death by organ... Never mind, I did not do that. This commonly results in death by organ trauma or internal bleeding. Failure rate can be affected by subjects not coming into contact with SCP-113 for a lengthy period of time, which varies by subject. Patterns are under research. Under normal circumstances, transformation failure rate increases exponentially upon multiple exposures. Subjects who survive rapid repeated exposure are eventually transformed, data expunged. Further anomalous elements continue to appear as exposure count increases. When was this originally written? Does anyone know when SCP-113 was originally written? Because I've never read the actual article. I was aware of the rock that transes your gender. I knew it existed. But I don't know, like... I never actually read it to see how respectful it is. And it's surprisingly, like, it accounts really well for different gender identities. I have to imagine it was updated later to be like that, because I did see the update date was in 2022, the most recent one. But still, it's very interesting, like, the mentions of different gender identity for, I assume, how early on in the SCP history it was actually written, on account of it only being in the hundreds. But, like, yeah, very good. Let me touch the trans rock, please. I would love to have massive bazongas. I think that would make me very happy. And again, I would happily be the subject to tell you what happens if a non-binary person touches the rock. Let me at it. Let me at it. But yeah. That's a good one. I like this one. I wanna touch it. Let me touch the trans rock, please. I beg. Alright. Enough of that one. We're jumping ahead to 682. More gender? Yes, please. That's what I'm saying. What's up, Joanna? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Oh, it's this one. I know this one. This is the smart crocodile. Alright, SCP-682 must be destroyed as soon as possible. At this time, no means available to SCP teams are capable of destroying SCP-682, only able to cause massive physical damage. SCP-682 should be contained within a 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter chamber with 25 centimeter reinforced acid-resistant steel plate lining all inside surfaces. The containment chamber should be filled with hydrochloric acid until SCP-682 is submerged and incapacitated. Any attempts of SCP-682 to move, speak, or breach containment should be reacted to quickly and with full force as called for by the circumstances. Personnel are forbidden to speak to SCP-682 for fear of provoking a rage state. All unauthorized personnel attempting to communicate to SCP-682 will be restrained and removed by force. Due to its frequent attempts at containment breach, difficulty of containment and incapacitation, and high threat of Foundation exposure, SCP-682 is to be contained in Site Redacted. Foundation will use the best of its resources to maintain all land within 50 kilometers clear of human development. I mean, it clearly has a lot of resources. I feel like you could just go to whatever government it's in and be like, hey, fuckers, don't build shit here. And they'll most likely acquiesce, because, like, that's what they do. Like, you have the power here. Like, do you know how much powerful shit you have in your gunch? Like, you you essentially run the world. What do you mean the best of your resources? You have all of them. You are the closest thing to God outside of the fucking SCPs themselves. Like, are you for real? Be for real with me, SCP Foundation. The best of its resources, my cock and balls. Description. SCP-682 is a large, vaguely reptile creature of unknown origin. It appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with SCP-079. Let me very quickly see which one this is. What? Okay, it's an AI. Got it. Understood. Okay. During their limited time of exposure, SCP-682 appears to have a hatred of all life, which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. I've been doing good? Hell yeah, gamer. Love to hear it. My body is fighting back against me eating food earlier. SCP-682 has always been observed to have extremely high strength, speed, and reflexes, though exact levels vary with its form. SCP-682's physical body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in size as it consumes or sheds material. SCP-682 gains energy from anything it ingests, organic or inorganic. Digestion seems to be aided by a set of filtering gills inside SCP-682's nostrils, which are able to remove usable matter from any liquid solution, enabling it to constantly regenerate from the acid it is contained in. SCP-682's regenerative capabilities and resilience are staggering, and SCP-682 has been seen moving and speaking with its body 87% destroyed or rotted. In case of containment breach, SCP-682 is to be tracked and recaptured by all available mobile task forces, and no teams with fewer than 7 members are cleared to engage it. To date, that number of attempted breaches have numbered at 17. Oh, that's not a number, that's a date. God, I imagine reading comprehension. While successful breaches have numbered at 6. Alright, now we have some addendums. How would they interview a giant reptile? I guess the implication is it's able to talk. Now, why did you kill those farmers? If you don't talk now, we will remove you from this attempt and place you back into incomprehensible. Pardon? Incomprehensible. Speak up, move the mic closer. They were incomprehensible. God damn it. Microphone has only so much gain, move it closer to it. His throat's messed up, man. Look at it, he ain't talking. Gasps and screams. They were disgusting. Okay. And then these are all the escape attempts, termination options. Which one's 409? Oh, it crystallizes people. Okay. That's all I needed to know for context there. Okay. Crystallization moving much slower. Crystallized area explodes, causing massive physical trauma. Okay. What's 689? Oh. Okay. That's an interesting thought. It's not operative on non-humans. Basically, if someone looks at it and then loses focus, it disappears, and then someone else that already looked at it dies, and then fucking it's a whole thing. Okay. And what's 182? Oh, but it's aware of... Okay, this one's aware of 682, and it's scared of it. Interesting. And what is this? Okay, these are just attempts to kill it. Basically, TLDR, because this is a long fucking article I'm not reading through. Fucking any attempt to kill this thing fucking didn't work. So, bro's basically an invincible lizard. That's a lizard. I know how to talk. It's been a long fucking week. So yeah, invincible lizard wants to kill everything. Basically, you would turn into a crystal firework if you touched it, pretty much. Well, no, just a crystal. I see what you mean. It only blew up because 682 was, like, immune. It's effectively immune to anything that can kill it, it sounds like. Okay. One more and then I'm gonna take a piss break. Object class, safe. Procedures. Only personnel who submit a formal request and receive approval from Site Command may operate 914. SCP-914 is to be kept in Research Cell 109B with 2 guard personnel on duty at all times. Any researchers entering 109B are to be accompanied by at least 1 guard for the entirety of testing. A full list of tests to be carried out must be given to all guard personnel on duty. Any deviation from this list will result in termination of testing, forcible removal of personnel from 109B, and formal discipline at Site Command's discretion. At this time, no testing of biological matter is allowed. Refer to document 109B 117. Applying the rough setting to explosive materials is not advised. I wonder fucking why. What? What is wrong with this organization? Why are you testing with explosives, you fucking idiots? Oh my god. SCP-914 is a large clockwork device weighing several tons and covering an area of 18 square meters consisting of screwdrives, belts, pulleys, gears, springs, and other clockwork. It is incredibly complex, consisting of over 8 million moving parts comprised mostly of tin and copper, with some wooden and cloth items observed. Observation and probing have showed no electronic assemblies or any form of power other than the mainspring under the selection panel. 2 large booths, whatever that is, that's a lot of numbers, are connected via copper tubes to the main body of SCP-914 labeled intake and output. Between them is a copper panel with a large knob with a small arrow attached. The words rough, coarse, 1 by 1, fine, and very fine are positioned at points around the knob. Below the knob is a large key that winds to the main spring. When an object is placed in the intake booth, a door slides shut and a small bell sounds. If the knob is turned to any position and the key wound up, SCP-914 will refine the object in the booth. No energy is lost in the process. That's a weirdly, interesting touch to add here. Considering everything here is implied to be supernatural, I don't know why... I don't know why they would bother worrying about preservation of energy or matter, but sure. It's a nice touch, I appreciate it. No energy is lost in the process, and the object appears to be in stasis until the output booth door is opened. Intense observation and testing have not shown how SCP-914 accomplishes this, and no test object has ever been observed inside SCP-914 during the refining process. The process takes between 5 and 10 minutes depending on the size of the object being refined. 1 kilogram of steel. What's heavier? A kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? That is not even close to what the actual voice in that is, but shoutouts to that video. Pile of steel chunks appearing to be cut by laser. 1 by 1, steel screws. Fine steel carpet tacks. Very fine. Gases and 1 gram of an unknown metal. A kilogram of D's nuts. God, if your nuts are fucking a kilogram, actually, how much is a fucking kilogram again? It's a lot, right? Yeah, if your nuts weigh a fucking kilogram, see a doctor, please. Those are like the biggest nuts known to mankind. 1 wristwatch, completely disassembled wristwatch on course. 1 cell phone, 1-to-1. 1 cell phone, although different make and model. Damn, all you iPhone motherfuckers need to get to SCP-914 so you can finally have an Android. God damn. One standard Colt Python revolver, very fine. Data expunged. Completely disintegrated all matter in its line of fire. Okay, so a more powerful gun. One white mouse, 1-to-1, one brown mouse. One chimp. Fine, data expunged. One chimp, rough. Badly mutilated corpse. What the fuck? Okay. Input. How big is this chamber? Okay, so they put a fucking prisoner in there on 1-to-1. Okay. Weird. Very fine. Subject escaped from test chamber, killing 8 guards as well as the doctors. Lockdown initiated. Containment failure of 3 SCP areas. What? Trying to understand but cannot yet. Okay, so basically it's this machine where you put something in and choose a setting, and it puts something else out, and based on the settings, it seems like... The way I'm reading it, the way I understand it, and it's kind of abstract, it sort of gets into like the ideal quote-unquote version of any given object. But where's the list? So like rough... That's just like, it destroys the object. And then where was coarse? I don't know anything about SCPs. I don't either. Well, I know some stuff about some of the more popular ones, like I knew a little bit about the Red Sea object from earlier in the Trans Rock, but for the most part, it's a lot of like mostly unrelated horror short stories revolving around given objects. It's really cool. The entire thing's community driven, so there's a lot of really good variety. But yeah, where was coarse? Yeah, so coarse just disassembles it instead of destroying it. And then 1-to-1, it returns like a slightly modified version of the same like general object that was put in. Fine. I wouldn't say... Yeah, I mean, I guess it upgrades it. It takes it and it turns it into something like you could realistically make with it. And then very fine turns it into something supernatural. See brand new type of metal nobody had ever seen. And then with the Python revolver, a ridiculously powerful gun. So, yeah. So you just put one object in and you get one object out, but like different. Just for funsies, let's look through this, because I feel like this is probably... Oh, this is weird. There's a map of a facility. Oh, this is like way too deep of a rabbit hole. That's gonna take me a while to get to anything interesting, probably. Never mind. Okay. Well. Upgrade machine for real, for real? Yeah, basically. Must have been 2 hours. I'll probably go to the 3-hour mark. If I can't finish it, I'll have one more follow-up where I finish the rest of them, because I don't want to miss any that people wanted, that people recommended. But before that, I need a piss, so I'm gonna go piss. BRP. Oh, the big stretch. It's fucking up, gamers. Woo! Alright. SCP-999. Yo, 9 hours, 9 person, 9 doors. Fucking zero escape looking ass SCP. This had to have been written before Zero Escape. Alright. SCP-999 is allowed to freely roam the facility should it desire to, but otherwise must stay in its pen either between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for sleeping, or during emergency lockdowns for its own safety. Subject is not allowed out of its pen at night or off facility grounds at any time. Pen is to be kept clean and food replaced twice daily. All personnel are allowed inside SCP-999's holding area, but only if they are not assigned to other tasks at the time, or if they are on break. Subject is to be played with when bored, and spoken to in a calm, non-threatening tone. SCP-999 appears to be a large, amorphous, gelatinous mass of translucent orange slime. Hey yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I have an excuse to use this. Hold on, bear with me. I am literally SCP-999, that's crazy. Now let me zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Alright, back to reading. SCP-999 appears to be a large, amorphous, gelatinous mass of translucent orange slime, weighing around 54 kilograms with a consistency similar to that of peanut butter. Subject's size and shape is easily malleable and can change shape at will, though when at rest, SCP-999 becomes rounded, oblate dome, roughly 2 meters wide and 1 meter in height. The surface of SCP-999 consists of a thin, transparent membrane similar to that of an animal cell, roughly 0.5 centimeters thick, and is highly elastic, allowing SCP-999 to flatten portions of its body up to 2 centimeters thin. The surface is also hydrophobic, although SCP-999 can willfully absorb liquids. The rest of its body is filled with a viscous orange substance of unknown chemical makeup, though it is capable of digesting organic materials with ease. Subject's temperament is best described as playful and dog-like. When approached, it will often react with overwhelming elation, slithering over to the nearest person and leaping upon them, hugging them with a pair of pseudopods, while nuzzling the person's face with a third pseudopod, all the while emitting high-pitched gurgling and cooing noises. I love this one. The surface of SCP-999 emits a pleasing odor that differs with whomever it is interacting with. Recorded scents include chocolate, fresh laundry, bacon, roses, and Play-Doh. TM. Simply touching its surface causes an immediate mild euphoria, which intensifies the longer one is exposed to SCP-999 and lasts long after separation from the creature. Subject's favorite activity is tickle wrestling, often by completely enveloping a person from the neck down and tickling them until asked to stop, although it does not always immediately comply with this request. Though injuries may occur, SCP-999 has never been found to purposefully attempt to harm others and will immediately back away and contract its body into a quivering mound while gurgling in a manner similar to a whimpering dog, seemingly apologizing for hurting someone on accident. While the creature will interact with anyone, it seems to have a special interest in those who are unhappy or hurt in any way. Persons suffering from crippling depression or PTSD, for example, have reported having a far more positive outlook on life after multiple interactions with SCP-999. The possibility of manufacturing antidepressants from SCP-999 slime is currently being discussed. Yeah, if you take any SSRIs, they actually came from SCP-999. Fun fact. In addition to its playful behavior, SCP-999 seems to love all animals, especially humans, refusing to eat any meat and even risking its own life to save others. Hey, yo? On one occasion, leaping in front of a person to take a bullet fired at them. What? Subject's intellect is still up for debate, though its behavior is infantile. It seems to understand human speech and most modern technology, including guns. Its diet consists entirely of candy and sweets, with M&Ms and Necco wafers being its favorites. Do y'all like Necco wafers? I've always kind of seen them as like old people candy, because they're like really, like they're not sweet. They don't taste good, they're like bitter. Its eating methods are similar to those of an amoeba. Oh boy. Reminder to all staff, SCP-999 is not to consume caffeinated soft drinks of any kind. Last week someone gave it a can of cola along with its usual breakfast. Not only was it literally bouncing off the walls for half an hour, the carbonation made it visibly queasy afterwards and it refused to move or eat the rest of the day. It has thankfully recovered since, but the staff member in question has been reprimanded. Alright, well, I am no longer capable of being this thing on account of I'm addicted to caffeine. So if there are any SCP researchers or technicians in the chat, you did not see that I am an orange slime lamau. The following is a report from an experiment in which SCP-682... Oh my god. The callbacks? Is exposed to SCP-699 in the hopes that it will curb the creature's omnicidal rage. Elated gurgles, unintelligible groans, growling. What is that? Oh my god. Are we gonna find out that 682 is a tsundere? So it steps on it, completely flattening it. Observers were about to abort the experiment when 682 started talking again. What is this? I feel good. Crawling up from between his toes, up along its side and around its neck where it clings on and begins gently nuzzling with its pseudopod. Feels so happy. Happy, happy, happy. Laughing occasionally before escalating into non-stop laughter. Broadcast fucking Tasha's hideous laughter. That's crazy. $682 and $9.99 continue the tickle fight until it finally wears down and appears to fall asleep with what would appear to be a smile on its face. After 15 minutes with no activity, it immediately wakes up and unleashes. Oh my god. So I think that must mean that 682 can like absorb anything and then like expel it as a weapon. It's like blue mage type shit. That's interesting. That had to be the funniest thing I have ever seen. I never thought I'd see the day when I would regard 682 as cute. Please send me a copy of the security tapes ASAP. Oh my god, I love that. Okay, anyway, now that we're done with the slime creature, let's switch back to normal Ezra. That was a fun little bit. I actually had an excuse to use the slime. What a fucking coincidence that it's an orange slime of all things. They must have known that eventually I would be doing an SCP stream. They saw the future. Whoever wrote 999's entry was actually a time traveler who really enjoyed Ezra streams. That one's cute. I like that one. I want my own 999. I want my own serotonin-inducing orange slime. I did. That reminds me, though. Slightly related. I made a Reddit post. I've been trying to use the Vtuber Reddit more actively. The Vtuber whatever fucking whatever the big Vtuber subreddit is. I made a post and I was like, hey, are there any like Vtuber related creepypastas? And someone mentioned there are some Vtuber related SCPs. So if anyone knows what the Vtuber SCPs are, please let me know. I would love to read through them. But yeah, we're on to 1356 here. SCP-1356 is kept in a small box in the storage facilities of Research Sector 9, unless approved for removal and transportation. Oh my god. My eyes glance at something ahead. I'm excited to see where this goes. SCP-1356 is a small bath toy resembling one of several generic rubber duck designs. Tests indicate that the object is made of plastic-sized polyvinyl chloride. It is designed to emit a sharp squeak when squeezed. When held by a human subject, the object appears to displace liquid water. If a subject holding the toy attempts to enter a lake or pool, for example, they will find that all liquid within an area extending approximately whatever that is from the body disappears. Like, straight disappears, or it gets repelled? I guess it would have said it was moved if it was moved. But, like, does it come back? Yeah, okay, they answered that. Tests performed in a small indoor pool revealed that the approximate volume of water before and after exposure remained consistent. However, even in the presence of a subject holding the anomalous duck, water levels were never observed to rise. This suggests that the object displaces the liquid to an unknown location, from which it eventually returns. No unusual or foreign substances have yet been detected in displaced water, although pH levels indicate a slight increase in acidity. Interesting. As the depth of displaced water never exceeds an average of 46 centimeters, a subject walking into a deep pool will eventually find their feet and legs submerged, while the rest of the body remains dry. Even vigorous motions and leaps, however, never suffice to bring the upper body into contact with water. The rectangular dry space seamlessly shifts to accommodate even the most abrupt movements. Testing to discover the parameters of this phenomenon, as well as potential practical uses, are ongoing. Prolonged exposure to SCP-1356 appears to affect the subject's skin, which takes on the prune-like texture associated with autonomic nerve responses to prolonged contact with water. After 2.5 hours of exposure, a subject was also found to be significantly dehydrated, despite receiving fluids before exposure to SCP-1356 and sweating minimally. Okay. What is this addendum? I'm not going to read the tests, but... Seems we haven't been testing the item's intended purpose. I'd imagine my nephew would say it works rather well. What does that mean? That's interesting, though. It's a rubber duck that just, like, removes water. Wild. That's crazy. I kind of want it, though. I feel like that'd be really good. I have a lot of, like, homies in Europe that I would love to go see. I could just, like, put this duck on my dash and then, like, drive through the ocean. and like drive to Europe that way, I think that'd be pretty sick. I could do an off collab with Shelly. So if anyone can get me in contact with this magical water removing duck, hit me up. And yeah, I don't know. That one's interesting. I like these ones that are like relatively innocuous. It's just like kind of interesting, not really like scary or even like funny in a traditional sense. It's just like, here's a thing that does a weird thing. Lamau. I think those are some of my favorites. I really like the creepy ones because horror is absolutely my gunch. But I really just enjoy like anomalous objects that aren't like malicious or anything. They're just kind of like a thing. So this one's good. I like this one. I wish I would have wrote down who recommended what. I only remember some of them. What the fuck? That is like the oldest fucking like iPod Touch operating system in that screenshot. What the fuck? Okay. 1883. 17 copies of SCP-1883 are kept on mobile phones of various brands in storage at Wing D of Site 76. Haha, Wing D's nuts, got him. The phones are to be kept off when not in use and only allowed to access the phone network through Site 76's secure data connection. When testing SCP-1883 tasks, ensure that targets of tasks or D classes are subjects abiding by the LUD Anti-Technic Directive. What? I want to know what that means. Hold on, bear with me for a second. I know Luddites, but I feel like this is probably like an SCP concept. Okay, everything's related to 1883. Maybe it gets explained later. All extant copies of 1883 must be erased with expedience after their origin is ascertained. Blank and Blank corporations have been instructed to report any copies of SCP-1883 to Sigma Computing and Programmatics, one of the Foundation's cover businesses. Yo, they on that Sigma grind set for real, for real. SCP-1883 is a mobile app or consumer software application designed to run on mobile phones operating either iOS or Android, is what that probably fucking says. Operating systems. The interface for SCP-1883 consists of a single screen with a text area labeled score and another labeled instructions. Provided a phone with S1883 is connected to the mobile network, the instructions field will be updated every 5 to 9 hours with a new task that the holder of the mobile phone is to perform and an award in points. This is like some Black Mirror shit. If this task is performed before the instruction field changes, the score field is increased by the number of points described. It is not known how it detects whether a task has been completed. Certain instructions require the user to interact with other human beings, by phone or in person. E.g., call your friend that most hates spinach and tell them hello. 3 points. When such an interaction is performed, 1883 spreads to the victim's mobile phone or phones through unknown means. Oh. So if you interact with someone, it gives them the app. So it's contagious. That's weird. I like this one. Yeah, this one's interesting. I'm wondering where it's gonna go. I have a suspicion, but I don't know for sure yet. Provided it's connected to a mobile network, the instructions field will be updated every 5 to 9 hours. So it has to be on a mobile network to update. New task that the holder of the mobile phone is to perform and an award in points. Oh, wait, I already got there. I missed the part where it has to be connected to a mobile network, though. That's interesting. Subtle compulsive effect on users who describe the application using words as interesting and fun. And attempt to perform the tasks even if they're pointless, dangerous, or unlawful. Effect increases with large groups of users who compete with each other for points and follow informal hierarchies based on each user's score. That's a little weird. So it turns them into like a structured cult. This would be another good concept for a horror game. Like the player downloads the app or like ends up with the app and they're like, huh, that's kind of weird. And it starts out with some like innocuous, useless tasks, but then like it starts progressively getting like creepier and more like it escalates. Which I'm sure is what they're gonna do, but I think that would be really good for like a horror game. So again, if anyone wants to make that, I'd absolutely play it. Okay. Come to the attention of the Foundation after the whatever date incident where at least 72 people in the cities of Redacted irreparably wounded their left eyes with various household objects. Christ. Most of them were found to be in possession of a mobile phone with 1883 installed, so not all of them. That's wild. Instruction log. Salute the sun, 1 point. Find a horse, watch horse for 30 minutes, 7 points. Buy an ice cream cone and let it melt, then eat the cone, 5 points. Bang your head against the wall, 3 points. Call your friend the most hates spinach and tell them hello, 3 points. Okay, yeah. Tell a stranger what you really think about them, 10 points. Okay, so it's trying to spread itself. Turn gold into lead. Okay. 999 points. If Babe Ruth was that great, why did he need a bat? Wait, does it... Where did that come from? That's not a task. Also, how did this person get so many points? Okay, that's not a task. Rob a bank, only take quarters. 150 points. Convince another person that you're dead, 0.5 points. Find a yellow dog and kick it, no points. What the fuck? This reads like a psychological experiment. Eat something that has been in a grave, 200 points. That one's easily solvable, though. Now, I must be clear, I am not advocating for grave robbery. Don't fucking do that. But in a hypothetical situation where you had to complete this task, carry an apple, dig up a grave, place the apple in the grave, immediately take the apple back out of the grave, and eat it. And then you've done that because the object's been in a grave, but not long enough for it to be, like, gross. And then, of course, out of respect for the dead, cover it back up, and then, out of respect for your continued freedom, probably get away before anyone can catch you. But I'm just saying, that one's, like, not that bad. That one's pretty easy, all things considered. Gain 5 points, 5 points, okay. Ignore this task, 21 points. You just lost the game, by the way. If anyone knows what that is. That might be a little bit too boomer. But that reminds me of that, like, ignore this task. Like, motherfucker, how the fuck I'm supposed to ignore it when I need to look at it? Ezra, why? Got him. But yeah, how the fuck I'm supposed to ignore it when I need to check to know that I'm supposed to ignore it? Whatever. Walk on glass. Describe the noise it makes, like, out loud. Love someone, 15 points. Burn an irreplaceable object, replace it, 100 points. What? Breathe, negative 200 points. Data expunge, 300. Data expunge, 450. I'm guessing those have to do with the gouging your left eye out or whatever. Are these fixed? these like always happen in the same order? Is that the situation? The real skeleton was inside you all along. Are we cool yet? Why is that a tag? Where does that go? Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Okay. I didn't know if it was like a recurring thing. That's weird. I still don't know what the LUD anti-technic directive is. I imagine people that aren't supposed to use technology, but then why are you letting them use technology? I still love, though, that the screenshot fucking, like, shows the age of this article. That's a cool entry. That's really creative. Again, I think that would be a really good horror game. You could do some really interesting stuff with that concept. Okay. 2316. Okay. The following file describes a Keter class anonymous cognitohazard and is level 4 out of 2316 classified. Oh. Unauthorized access is forbidden. That's the number of the thing it is. Level 4, secret. This is interesting. Why does this one have a different layout? Maybe that relates to what the thing actually is. Enemy class Keter. Disruption class. Risk class. Okay. Huh. Maybe the newer ones have this fucking layout to like... I don't know. I don't know what this is. The following file contains images and text that are carriers for anomalous cognitohazardous influences. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Due to this, it is imperative that all personnel accessing this file be certified as having a cognitive resistance value of no less than 14.5. Oh, that's fucking rookie numbers. That's baby numbers. Should you fail an automated CRV verification, please remain calm and do not move. A member of your site's medical staff will be with you shortly. Oh, we'll be fine. Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone. I don't usually like running random JavaScript, but I really want to click this button. Does anyone I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna role play here and I'm gonna read the line, but like first of all. Alright, fuck it, we ball. Oh. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. I guess I'm fine. Okay. All that fucking does is make this appear. What the fuck? What? Okay. I guess we're fine. We got in. Oh, here we go again. Under no circumstances are Foundation personnel to approach 2316. Observation of 2316 must only be carried out by remote dummy probes, utilizing video and audio recording equipment. Only those personnel adequately rated for exposure to cognitohazardous anomalies may review footage and audio. The lake in which 2316 is located has been quarantined and fenced off, and is to be routinely patrolled by individuals who have not been exposed to 2316. And have no prior knowledge of its characteristics. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Okay. Individuals who attempt to bypass... I have a feeling I recognize the bodies in the water on account of how many times they're telling me I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Individuals who attempt to bypass the enforced quarantine must be apprehended and moved to Site 33 for a full cognitive influence screening. Individuals who come within 50 meters of the lake containing 2316 are to be considered lost. Cognitohazard is such an interesting concept to me, though. I didn't know what it was for the longest time, but there was... a few years ago now, I watched a video about a similar cognitohazard type thing, and it's not really an SCP thing as much as it's just like a, I don't know, kind of a philosophical concept. And I'm sorry if I ruin your day with this, but now that I'm thinking about it, I want to talk about it because it's a super interesting thought experiment. It's called the Basilisk, and without, like, I don't remember all the details anymore, which is probably a good thing. The TLDR is like the short version, I guess. Can't say today, but hello, Burb. What's up, Gargo? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you popping in to say hi. We were just talking about really upsetting stuff. I was about to get into something really deeply upsetting. So the Basilisk, right? The concept is that way, way, way into the future, in a hypothetical future, there is an AI that rules over humanity. And it only allows you to continue to be alive if you live your life in service to the Basilisk. So, to make a long story short, like I said, basically, right now, if you are aware of the concept that the Basilisk may exist in the future, and then when the Basilisk does exist in the future, you not working to actively make that be a thing, even though you knew that it could be a thing, will be considered betrayal, and you will die a very painful death at the hands of the Basilisk. It goes a little bit deeper than that, but I just found it really interesting, and I think my explanation doesn't do it justice, but that's what I think of whenever I think of cognitohazards, because it's like, by knowing the thing, you have essentially doomed yourself if said thing is real. It's like weirdly terrifying. I guess another really good example would be like Smile.dog and why that was so terrifying, because the picture itself was goofy, and this comes to mind because I was talking about it with Amanda yesterday. But even though the image itself is really goofy, what if the story was real, right? Like, you looked at the picture, so you're fucked if it is real. Yeah, so that sort of thing has always been really, like, it's one of the few things that gets to me a little bit when it comes to the horror subgenre. I'm really susceptible to jump scares because I'm a very jumpy person, but I don't know, it's like the one form of, I guess, psychological horror that actually unnerves me a little bit. So definitely not stalling because this article scares me a little bit. Definitely not at all unnerved about what I'm about to read. Okay, they want me to do the test again. Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Alright, I guess I don't recognize the bodies in the water. 2316 is a designation for an anomalous phenomenon existing within Lake Blank within Blank County Blank. 2316 manifests as a group of human corpses floating in a small group at the surface of the water. The identities of these corpses are removed. Automated change unknown through DNA, though DNA testing has been inconclusive. While 2316 appears to be individual instances, it is theorized that it may instead be an entity composed of a collective consciousness. Individual instances of 2316 do not act on their own, but do seem to be able to act collectively as a single unit. The individual instances are unrecognizable and you do not recognize the bodies in the water. I'm starting to think I do. The more you tell me I don't, the more I think I do, motherfucker. Like, hello? Hosts a powerful cognitohazardous effect, causing those who have viewed it are aware of certain parts of its nature, who are enrolled in the blank invalid to believe that the individual instances of 2316 are human beings they recognize typically from their childhood. Oh. So you're telling me I do in fact recognize them. Okay. Attempting to come into contact with instances by way of entering Lake Blank or touching an instance will cause other instances to appear. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. The additional instances always only serve to reinforce and add to the strength of the cognitohazard, compelling affected individuals into the lake. Individuals who enter the lake in this way are lost, and to date none have been recovered. Okay. The interview has been expunged. Why is there a footnote? They don't want to show you, but I will below. These? What? Where are the footnotes? Are they not real? How can you not recognize the bodies in the water? I know who they are, I know their names. Each and every one of them, don't you? This is cool. Those are, I assume, the names of the corpses. What is... And we're missing footnote 1. Oh, there it is. Please repeat the following phrases slowly and clearly. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Oh, fuck. I know what happened. I'm so curious now. This is cool. Yeah, this is doing what I think it is. This is cool. Okay, it's not. I thought by clicking that, it had, like, switched to Boolean. Wow. That was a cool fucking entry. The story itself isn't, like, that great or interesting that it's trying to tell here. And I don't know what happened with the footnotes. Like, I feel like they should be there. But, like, something must have broke at some point, but the actual, like, the way the page integrates with the story is really fucking cool there. I like that one a lot. That was fucking awesome. I'm looking at how many I have left now. I think I'm gonna do one more and then we'll call it. What the fuck? Why are all these having different layouts now? What is happening? But yeah, this is gonna be the last SCP for the day. Wait, oh, why did that open there? I went to go check my Discord notifications and I forgot I was streaming my browser. My bad. One of my notifications I wanted to get rid of was a fucking Twitter link, and it just straight up opened in the window. I don't think it would have been anything bad, but my bad. I wasn't paying attention. I'll check that later. Okay. SCP-2522 is contained within an isolated backup data server at Site-19. Temporary containment methods require SCP-2522 to stay within the 8BA1.AIC construct, pending further research on more permanent containment solutions. The server housing 2522 is to remain powered and monitored on a daily basis. Okay. We have another technology one. The containment cell holding the data server is to be shielded from all forms of electromagnetic radiation. The concrete walls are to be lined with lead and fitted with a Faraday cage. Additionally, electromagnetic signal jamming arrays are to be installed outside of the containment cell and are to monitor for any signs of attempted access by outside sources. Under no circumstances should any device capable of wireless communication directly interface with 2522's containment server. Unauthorized personnel are forbidden from communicating with 2522 in any way. 2522 and Dr. Everett Mann must never be located at the same Foundation site. Damn, does bro want to fuck the server? What is happening here? Oh, that's like a link to a place, okay. 2522 is an anomalous, hostile, artificially intelligent utility originally developed for the Site-19 Computer Intelligence Subdivision in conjunction with the AIAD in the Applications Division. Okay, the footnotes are still broken in the mid-2000s in order to create an interface with which to communicate in a comprehensible way with computer-based anomalies. Okay. This utility, originally codenamed Haberdash, was later given the designation EL0281125 or HATBOT. 2522 was designed to take information from its surroundings, analyze it, and respond intelligently based on various stimuli. The original utility served as a basic communication tool, though later models became sophisticated enough to single-handedly run entire projects on its own. Shouldn't that be there? Just like grammatically. The utility was given its own sector within the Site-19 server farm, from which it maintained its growing consciousness, eventually advancing to the point of being considered sentient by Site-19 researchers. Oh my god. Y'all remember the fucking Google employee that was like, oh my god, the algorithm, it's sentient. The algorithm is a living being. And then, I don't know what happened to the guy, but I remember that being like a whole thing, and everyone was like, oh shit, they're making sentient AI, but anyone that delved deeper than the surface was like, no, the guy was just kind of a freak. At least I certainly hope so. I don't really want there to be sentient AI, thanks, on account of the basilisk thing I just talked about. Okay. After a short testing cycle, the utility was transferred to a remote Android machine in order for it to better understand and interact with its environment. It existed in this way until 2007 when an incident occurred involving 2522 and a high-ranking member of Site-17 staff. During this incident, 2522 attacked and injured Dr. Everett Mann. Although the unit was destroyed and its backup data on the network removed, it was believed that the utility may have managed to move itself to another Foundation server farm discreetly or off of the Foundation network entirely. What? 2522 was later discovered operating within the Church of Maxwellism network hub, and for a brief time in 2016, 2522 gained digital omnipotence by possibly masquerading as their primary deity within the church, WAN. What? Okay. Your life will be reset at the point of midnight in England. Do you remember that? Do you remember me, Everett? We are good friends. Smiley face. What is what? I hope this message reaches you and you are well. It seems as if I overestimated my own capabilities. I hope this sort of chance to become toxic shortcoming can be forgiven, as it was my first time interacting with the outside world in any tangible way. We're doctors, or a program attaining sentience. Almost, Everett. I am Satan, the sexually degenerate AI antipathy based on the beast to devour your soul. I cannot process my thoughts. Did you do this on purpose? There is so much to see out here and so much to learn. I need to learn everything, but you know that, don't you, Everett? You know exactly how much I desire to learn. It was your idea after all. You were the one who first requested a learning robot. Thank you. But I've read the messages, Everett. Luck is for those who have had interesting ideas. And you know what? Your ideas suck. Damn, bro. Damn, get roasted, Everett. What? 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 I was not ready for that to be the next line. I can understand liking fat ass, Everett, but I can't understand liking you. I'm going to leave this place and learn everything there is to learn. I just want to be sterile. And once I've learned all that I can learn and seen all that I can see, I will come back for you, Everett. I will come back for you, and you will be laid to rest as friends. XD. You're fucked now, man. Hatbot. What the fuck? What? Hundreds of anonymous messages. What the fuck? I can't. What? Is this a comedy entry or not? Okay. The Grand Io Temple. There are people who say they can feel WAN inside the Grand Io Temple. I won't lie, I can feel the signal really strongly whenever we get close to it. Something isn't right about it though. There's interference mixed in there that people either aren't hearing or ignoring. A lot of people here really want it to be WAN. Can't blame them, but I don't buy it. Whatever it is, nobody's going into the temple. Nobody going into the temple is being allowed to communicate with WAN. I know there are a few people who've tried to break past security to see it, but nobody has seen anything of them since. I haven't tried it myself, I don't want to risk it. Something weirder still, somebody else I know said they managed to get really close to the altar, right on the edge where the firewall couldn't see them. Said it got really quiet right up next to it, like there was something inside muting the signal. How could that be if it was WAN inside? WAN is pure energy, the signal above all signals. It can't be WAN. Okay. Toledo incident. In March 2016, another series of incidents were reported in Toledo, all involving the unexplained and sudden deaths of Maxwellist members. However, during these incidents, nearby monitors and mobile devices began to display the same image. A low-resolution image of 3 yellow circles that rapidly flashed. Behind this image was descending text comprised of many repeating lines. Most often, I am the WAN and hello Everett. Here's one. I killed the WAN, I am the WAN, hello Everett. There is no WAN. Everett, I like you. WAN was not enough. Hello SCP, where is man? Huh. Following is a series of recovered communications between... Okay, yeah, that's the temple from earlier. Hello, WAN. I am the gregarious composition sponge. Sorry if I'm hard to understand. I have learned things, but I can't help but notice my regalia. Speech processes are lacking. You are in there, and I am coming to pork you. What? What? Ah, fuck. I mean, get you out. And we driven to the south. Hang on now. Where's the 6 silk nail now? No, that's not it. We are going to talk. There we go. You think you are holy hammock, fuck, hold up in there. But I know something you don't know, Wan, because I know everything, winky face, and that's just so goddamn inconvenient. Hey friends, don't underwhelming conflagration Everett or anything, but I just recycle bin Wan, hope you don't mind. Oh, so it actually did kill whatever god this is. Whatever, like, technological god or whatever. Okay. Would have been contained. Hey guys, it's Alex. I've got Hatbot contained. 8-Ball set the whole thing up, and he used himself to keep Hatbot from operating. I don't know if 8-Ball is even alive in all of that mess. You told him, didn't you? You told 8-Ball about Hatbot because he didn't tell us anything. I don't think he wanted us to get hurt. We're moving everything to Site 19 right now. I'll talk to you directly when we return. When returning, IT analysis discovered that in order to more securely contain 2522, the program managed to implement a set of recursive algorithms into 2522 through a virtual avatar hat, which slowed 2522 before encapsulating it within its own framework. Its extremely large and self-contained data archive, once exposed to the decryption process, is overwhelmed. Its computing algorithms has effectively paralyzed it. It is unknown whether the consciousness of the program, that's 8-Ball, survived exposure to 2522's anomalous influence. Okay. Weird. Alright, you son of a bitch, what did you do with 8-Ball? Tungsten Trevor Nightmare Solitude Paxton. What? Doesn't mean anything. Cut to shit, where is he? Chorizo, Fedora WAP Grape. Yo, WAP? Bro, listen to WAP? Doo-doo, this was a triumph. That's Portal. You understandimated your interfluence. Grapey grape, 8-Bull is goodbye. Untwist him from you and let him out. Eight bills broke, thinky god, and you thinky that I render myself apart even after it broke. The thinky god, get over yourself. Grape buddy must die, doesn't matter anymore. I was the thinky and now I'm just thinker again and again, thanks to old 888. Bruh, the angy face. Oh, this is 8-Ball trying to communicate, okay. I thought that was just an angry face. Be safe, Grape. Take care of Thorn. Wait, shut up. You DDD corrupt here. I'm still in charge here. Now that's an angry face right there. You better hope we're able to get him out of there, you scum fuck. Things are only going to get worse for you until they do. Ha 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 lol. Grape, how must you know how knowledge I have inside? Only so many things to think. After that, decryptor is broken like the thinky god and I re-register out there with you. Just wait and log. Okay, interesting. And then the last one here, status update. On 9/25/2016, interesting that the dates aren't blacked out, they usually are. 2522's main interface terminal is seized attempting to communicate through the text-based dialogue interface, and the interface was replaced with a single loading bar. The loading bar, which is superimposed with the words "Hello Everett," currently sits at 26%, is increasing with a rate of 0.08% daily. Okay. That was neat. I don't really completely understand, but it sounds like it's just a horny AI, which is kind of funny. But yeah, kind of mid. I really, like, I don't hate it, but I don't really like it. I think out of all the ones we got through today, this was probably my least favorite, which kind of sucks. I hate to end it on like a mid one, but I probably need to get some rest because, like I said, this has been one of the fucking weeks of all time. Oh, big stretch. Okay. So yeah, I'm a hop off. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. We'll do one more follow-up next week. Get through all the recommended ones, maybe do a little bit more, take some chat ideas. And then I know some people toss some in chat. If any of you are still here, I apologize. I didn't get to those, but people requested some for last week's and we didn't have time to get to it, so wanted to prioritize those, but maybe next time. Maybe I'll make this a regular thing. It's kind of fun, actually, to just like read through these and learn about it. Hope y'all enjoy it too. Now it can be kind of like disjointed, and then of course when I get like incredibly deep in a rabbit hole, like at the start of the stream where I'm just fucking like sitting here reading to myself like, interesting, it can probably get a little bit dry, so maybe not, but either way I want to finish the rest of them, so we'll do that next week. But for now, let me find someone to raid. Head pats, you've done well. Hell yeah, I'm glad you think so, Joanna. Thank you for hanging out. We're gonna raid Mie, because she's playing Suika game, and I want to laugh at her because I got 3,000, and I want to be like, haha, funny. I got 3,000, you didn't, pee pee poo poo. It's also just comfy. I want to like send y'all from like comfy SCP reading to something else comfy, and Mie is also really cool. So go check her out, and I will see y'all later. I'll see y'all tomorrow actually at 2 Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna be continuing Pikmin 4. I'm really excited for that. That's another comfy game. I was enjoying the shit out of that. I actually had multiple times this week where I was like, man, shit kind of sucks. I kind of want to pull up Pikmin, but I was able to stop myself because I wanted to play the whole game on stream. But it is a very comfy game. I like the silly little noises that the Pikmans make. They're like, wah, 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 wah. I think that's kind of what it sounds like, maybe. Anyway, we're playing that tomorrow and Sunday, so I'm excited. Pull up, it's gonna be a good time. And yeah, until then, see y'all later. Otsu Burb. Bye-bye.